So Bill Clinton has a history of anti-blackness and an anti-black legacy that people rarely talk about. And it's probably because of his party affiliation. And I will agree between the two parties. Like presently, the Democratic Party is much more better at creating a kind of pro black shield or pushing black politicians. I'm not going to say that they're less racist, but they're much more better at effectively lifting up persons of color voices than the Republican Party. I'll give them that. So maybe it's probably due to that people do not talk about Bill Clinton's history of anti-blackness, but I'm open to talk about it, and I'm going to try to go in chronological order. All right. So in 1992, Bill Clinton had a presidential candidate stop like he had a rally in Georgia. And guess where he had a rally at? He had a rally in Stone Mountain, Georgia. And it was a rally on, guess what issue? Tough on crime. Now, the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because people like Ronald Reagan, he had a rally in like Mississippi or whatever, and people kept on bringing it up and kept on saying like, hey, Mississippi is racist, like Mississippi had the Klan, and it was some town where he talked about like welfare reform, and people called it a dog whistle. This is a dog whistle. How come people don't talk about this? How come people don't talk about how Bill Clinton had a rally on tough on crime at the birthplace of the Ku Klux Klan, or the rebirth of the Ku Klux Klan, Stone Mountain, Georgia? Like the Klan that we know today started in Stone Mountain, Georgia. The original Klan wear like little rough outfits and suits, but only the present day Klan with the whole cone head thing that they're doing with the white sheets that started out in Stone Mountain, Georgia, and nobody gives Bill Clinton the respected flack he deserves for having a rally on tough on crime in Stone Mountain, Georgia. He had it in 1992. It was a rally on tough on crime, Stone Mountain, Georgia. But I guess since he played the sax or whatever, people called him black. Another event was the Sister Soldier moment. And this is an event that I actually agree with Bill Clinton, but it definitely was like an easy pull up. Like it was something that was kind of like bottom of the barrel. Like nobody except for like bigots agreed with her. So, but still, the Sister Soldier moment has to be included in the anti-black legacy, even though it's one of the more softer entries in the anti-black legacy of Bill Clinton. But it still deserves a mention. And I'm against the statements that Sister Soldier said. Like, no, you shouldn't go out and kill people of other races and stuff like that. And y'all could, in your own individual time, look it up and look up the statements of what Bill Clinton said. He basically said in a speech, like, hey, we're the good white people. We don't hate y'all. We don't want to get murdered by y'all either. And you can see Mr. Jesse Jackson, R.I.P., but he was also a bigot who hated Jewish folks. And I'm pretty disgusted that Bill Clinton would even sit next to a person like this. But maybe I should do some research in the anti Jewish legacy of Bill Clinton, or maybe Jesse Jackson. Maybe that would work out as well.
I defend her right to express herself through music. But her comments before and after Los Angeles were filled with the kind of hatred that you do not honor today and tonight. Just listen to this, what she said. She told the Washington Post about a month ago, and I quote, "If black people kill black people every day, why not have a week and kill white people? So you're a gang member and you normally kill somebody? Why not kill a white person?" Last year she said, "You can't call me or any black person anywhere in the world a racist. We don't have the power to do to white people what white people have done to us. And even if we did, we don't have that low-down, dirty nature. If there are any good white people, I haven't met them. Where are they?" Right here in this room.
The soldier does not own a gun, has not shot or killed anyone, did not invade Grenada, Panama, Nicaragua, Kuwait, or Angola. Sister Soldier has not ever ordered the National Guard into anyone's community, has not made drug deals with Noriega. Sister Soldier has never been a member of a terrorist organization, has no history of crime whatsoever, has never lynched white people, burned crosses on their lawn, or hung them from trees. Sister Soldier has not systematically denied people the right to study and enjoy their culture in the so-called public educational system. Sister Soldier did not send the Haitians back to Haiti as though they were subhuman. Sister Soldier did not kill the Native Indians under the guise of friendship. Sister Soldier did not cause or inspire police brutality, did not beat Rodney King or shoot Philip.
All right, that was Bill Clinton's response, and that was Sister Soldier's response. Now, Sister Soldier just seems like she named a whole bunch of stuff, like the whole Grenada incident and, Noriega incident. But the thing is, that didn't happen under Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton wasn't elected during this period, so I don't know. But she also mentioned about, like, not lynching white people, so I guess she's associating the sins of all white people with Bill Clinton or something. I don't know. But anywho, this is like, if I didn't include it, then people would probably put it in the comments. But this is a moment of anti-blackness. Now it's towards the right direction, literally and figuratively. But yes, it is a moment of anti-blackness. Another thing is the whole comment about super predators. Now, the term super predators was seen as a dog whistle, and this was by Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton's wife. But since they're married, they're one, so I kind of cheated and counted this, but towards the side of Bill Clinton. But anywho, he didn't denounce the phrase that she used. But regardless, the whole super predators thing when it comes to the crime bill kind of ties into the next anti-black stance, the crime bill. The 94 crime bill was credited with mass incarceration, which, doing my research, I found out that 137 Republicans voted against the mass incarceration crime bill. That's pretty interesting. And it's 187 votes when it comes to Democrats. 187. If you know hip hop culture, you know what that is. Yes, mass incarceration, which was caused a great deal by the 1994 crime bill, which had policies like 3 strikes and you're out, where if you do 3 felonies, then you could be sentenced to life in jail, which put people in situations where they stole like a pizza and they were sentenced to life in prison, which definitely disproportionately increased the whole prison population with persons of colors, particularly black people.
Hey, Clinton, you. Our people are still in jail for your crime bill. You're stressing out. Mandatory minimum. And then you want to take pictures of our people here. We're still in jail for what you did.
That was Bill Clinton on the receiving end of some harsh words last night. Clinton was in Watts, California, campaigning at a restaurant for his wife. The criticism came from a woman in the crowd who was upset about the former president signing a controversial federal crime bill in 1994 that created lengthy sentences for many drug offenses.
So you see in that sister calling out Bill Clinton for the crime bill, which was signed in 1994 and had 187, which I think is representative of killing off the black community. And, you know, people talk about it, and it's one of the most obvious, like, anti-black stances that Bill Clinton have, and a legacy of anti-blackness by Bill Clinton. And then you have the Black Hawk Down situation, which ironically has the term black in it, but I continue, you know, where you had like us invade like Sudan and pretty much fail at it. And it's very complicated, and I don't want to go into detail, but the Sudan situation led to our next failure and anti-blackness, the whole Rwanda, the Rwandan genocide. Now, historians have criticized FDR on not being stronger when it comes to stopping the Holocaust, but people keep quiet about the fact that Bill Clinton intentionally did not stop the Rwandan genocide. He refused to call it a genocide. He sidestepped the question. He mentioned other brutalities in which America did not get in to stop, which I believe he should have stopped them too. Why else have a military? But it was really disgusting, and he later on apologized because of this. But this is one of the most blatant anti-black moves. He allowed millions upon millions of Africans to die. And arguably, Bill Clinton caused the wars in Africa. He caused the Congolese War because many of the refugees from Rwanda went to the Congo, and it catapulted into the Congolese War, all two of them. So basically, Bill Clinton, most likely by not stepping in the Rwandan genocide, caused at least like 20 million to 30 million deaths, all because he decided not to accept what was signed with like the EU, that they would stop genocides, for his own reasons. I think it was due to the fact that after failing on his face when it comes to the Rwandan, the actually Sudanese thing where he allowed like American troops to be dragged on the ground, he basically was afraid and actually did not like further press into Africa. And that was it. Leave a like, share, and tell me how you feel about this video. Bill Clinton's anti blackness like legacy. I'm out.